So we're going to talk about Venn diagrams. For Venn diagrams, what I want to really talk about is what each piece means and overanalyze it so we truly understand what information is where. And so this can be done with any Venn diagram and any labels, as long as you have multiple circles and you have what they mean. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to identify. I use labels of Texas, women's, and blondes. So people who live in Texas, women, and people with blonde hair. And so I just want to identify what type of people are in each section. You could use something such like dog owners, cat owners, fish owners. And you can identify what type of people are in each section. You could do things such as mammals, amphibians, and a third category that would overlap with there, and do the exact same thing to figure out what type of thing is in each of them, and each area of these. This is really going to help with your Venn diagram skills, and once you're taking and trying to figure out where certain things should go or what area you're talking about, it helps to be able to have it overanalyzed. If you're in any of my classes, I'm going to make you overanalyze this because I want to make sure you have a true understanding of how Venn diagrams work. So what we're going to start with, I am going to start with just this area right here. So what we have here is we have the Texan circle, is this entire circle. All Texans are in this circle. Somewhere, there's 4 regions of this circle. They're all Texans in there. You're not a Texan either by birth or by choice, then you end up just in the other places, right? If you're not a Texan, then you can be out here, you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, you can be anywhere else. But we put all Texans into this one little pretty circle. Everyone else, they can roam wherever they want. All Texans are in this circle. So what we have in this particular piece, the only state for identifying is Texans, right? So here we have Texans. Okay? This circle over here is all our women. If you're women, you're in this circle. If you're not a woman, you're not in this circle. And so we've just identified that we're going to put any women go into that circle, right? You're not a woman, you're over here, you're over here, you're over there, you're over there, you're somewhere else other than in that circle. So in this first area, you're going to ask yourself, is it part of the woman's circle? No, it's not. So those people are not women. You could say they're men, if you want. They are not women. And then the bottom circle is anyone with blonde hair. So if they have blonde hair, naturally or dyed, they would go in this circle. If they don't have blonde hair, then they're not in that circle. Is this area part of the blonde circle? No. So they are not blonde. Can we say they're brunette? No, because not blonde could mean a lot of things. It could mean they're brunette, it could mean they're redhead, it could mean they have blue or purple hair like me. It could mean a variety of things. All we know for sure, they identify as Texans, they are not women, and they are not blonde. Okay? So for our next area, I'm going to do the same thing for the outer circle here. I'm just going to start from the outside and work my way in. In this circle, we know they are women, because that is the woman's circle. This one area, is it part of the Texas circle? No. No, it's not. It is outside of the Texas circle. So they are not Texans. They may be from New York, they may be California, they could be Idaho, they could be Czechoslovakia, they could be Australia, they could be anywhere. We don't know where they are. All we know is they are not from Texas. or in Texas, or they don't identify as Texas. Okay? Then you need to ask yourself, are they blonde? Are they in this third circle, whatever this circle's category is? No, they're not. They're outside of that circle. Therefore, they are not blonde. Again, you can't say what hair color they are. All you can say is they're not this. There's too many other options. Okay. If I go down to the very bottom, again, I'm working the outsides and I'll make my way to the inside. Here, I know they're blonde because it's part of that circle. But are they inside the Texas circle? No. They are not Texan. Are they a woman? No. They're not. All women are in this circle. So that's not in this circle, it's not a woman. Okay? So all the information we know. I mean, I can't go any farther. I can't make any more assumptions about them. All I know is they're not inside the Texas circle. If all Texans are in here, then that's not one of them. All women are in this circle, well, then anyone in this place is not a woman. And if all blondes are in this circle, well, they're in that circle, so yeah, they're blonde. Good to go there. Okay. The next section we're going to talk about, I'm going to do this intersection right here. So this intersection, are they in the Texas circle? Texas circle is all right here. So yeah, that's inside your Texas circle. Are they women? Women's circle is inside there. That area is not part of the women's circle. So they are not women. Notice I'm doing green for yes and red for no if you want my color coding while I'm switching colors. And then are they in the blonde circle? The blonde circle's all here. Yes, they are. They're inside that circle, so they are blonde. So that is a Texas blonde who's not a woman. Okay. Next, I'm going to do this area. Starting off, are they a Texan? Texans is this entire circle. That is a Texan, yes. Second, are they a woman? Women's are this circle. Yeah, they're a woman. And last, are they blonde? No, they're above the blonde circle. Make sure you're putting not for anything that they are not. Okay. Next area, I'm going to do this one. For this area, are they a Texan? No. I put TX for Texan. I was running out of room. Are they a woman? Yes. Are they blonde? Yes. Okay. And the last area, actually not the last area, the second to last area, is in the very, very center. The very center, they are Texans. They are women. And they are blonde. It's a blonde Texas woman. Okay? So we have one more section. But what else is there? Other than what we have. I mean, is there any other category? So what the problem is when I ask this on one of my tests, I ask people to describe the type of person that's in only this section. And they tell me Texans. And I say, okay, all Texans? Women and men? Blondes, brunettes? Redheads, all of them? Which ones are we talking? I said, that's not specific enough. And I ask them what's in this section here. And they tell me Texas women. And I say, all Texas women? even the brunettes, even the blondes, even the redheads, all of them, it's not specific enough. So there's one more category we have left out. We don't have the people outside the circles, right? What type of people are outside the circles? Well, are they Texan? If they're not in the Texan circle, they're not Texan. Okay? Are they women? If they're not in the women's circle, they are not women. And are they blonde? If they're not in the blonde circle, they are not blonde. Did we have an area where all three pieces of information were red? And so that is a whole new section. There should be 8 sections. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and outside is 8. Okay. Does that kind of make sense? I'm going to show you one more way without breaking it down quite as much as I did to do the exact same thing. So I want to show you the same thing and just a different way to organize your thoughts, a different way to do the procedure. So if we have Texan, we have women, and we have blonde. I'm going to start with just the Texas circle. So I'm going to say, okay, we have Texan, we have Texan, we have Texan, and we have Texan. All right, everything inside that circle is Texan, which means everything outside that circle is not Texan. Including the very outside. Okay, I have Texas should be written 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every piece should refer to that initial circle. Then I'm going to take the next circle as women. And I'm going to identify every space that has the women. Women, 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 women. Inside the circle, inside their circle, inside their circle, inside their circle. Then I'm going to go back and say, where are they not? Over here, this is not women. This is not women. This is not women. And this is not women. So women should be written out 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then last, we're going to look at the blonde circle. So I have your blondes as everywhere inside the circle. Not there. And everywhere outside the circle is not blonde. So I have 8 blondes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that gets us the exact same thing. But it does it just a little bit quicker. The first time I did it for understanding. The second time I did it for efficiency. As you're learning it, do it for understanding. But once you understand it, a lot of my students decided they don't want to do all that writing. At that point, you do it for efficiency. You want to get the question right. We don't want to leave it up for guessing. We don't want to accidentally leave off a category, especially when you're talking about over here. If you just say none of them, I'm going to come back and say none of what? What did I ask? How do I know you didn't misconstrue what I asked? If I ask for this section and you only tell me blonde women, then I'm like, well, from every state, including the Texans? And I'll play devil's advocate with you because I need you to be able to specify down to exactly what you mean. So that when you're talking to people in the real world, in the workforce, whatever, you can tell them exactly what you mean and you know to start playing devil's advocate with yourself. How can they misconstrue this? And so I want you to specify every piece that you mean for the different parts of the Venn diagram. So this is how to overanalyze a Venn diagram.